Welcome along. This is a chance to do a slightly deeper dive into the Matific reporting, and as you can see I'm opening up as a teacher. I'm in the content section, which, as I've expressed before, already has some indication of how students are progressing. So as you're actually assigning your work for your class, you can see who's completed. So if we go to something like, for example, the call my number activity, I can see that 2 students have completed that assignment, and if I click into it, it brings me up a screen that allows me to see who those 2 students were, so it can be quite useful just from that content area. But let's take a deeper dive by going into reports. And reports is a section where we get the more detailed data on the students and how they're progressing. Again, I've got my class. If you've broken your class into various subclasses, you can see those classes, you can move between those, you can look at reports via student, you can also look at recent, the best score or the first score. But today I just want to quickly take you through some of these parts that are to do with the reporting. At the moment we're looking at data, which obviously gives you the numbers in percentages, but it gives you the average across the class, the lowest score, median score and the highest score. Obviously for this group it doesn't vary, but this one down here, place value, you can see those different scores and the different numbers there. At the moment I'm looking at it across the Matific program, and as I mentioned before, the Matific program is the broad program with all the topics for a year level in there, so we have the whole lot there. But if you want to break it down for your curriculum, you can click on the curriculum, and for this particular group it's come up in the Year 5 National Curriculum of England. We happen to be on geometry, so I'm going to leave it there, and you can see the breakdown around geometry as to how you're going, so you get that. Now the data at the moment is being presented, as we said before, in percentage terms, but should you wish to see that data in something like a spread, so you can see a whisker plot, you can see that an activity down here, for example, the activity around protractors, I can see that the students have scored quite highly with a maximum of 80%, a medium of 90, and sorry, a minimum of 80, medium of 90, and a maximum of 100%. So that's illustrated there in our whisker plot that comes up. So if that's the way you want to look at it, that's great. And if you want to break down on individual students, you can see here that I've got my class now listed in terms of all of the students. So going across, I can see how various students have engaged with various activities. Can be quite helpful. Right, if you are mapped to a textbook and you want to see by the textbook chapter, obviously that's something you may choose to do. This particular group isn't aligned to a textbook, but should it be, then you could do this. This just happens to be broken down to one of the random textbooks here, but probably more useful is to go into now I've locked that up for a while because we don't have it, but I'm going to go quickly into the snapshot report, which is a very, very useful report. And again, having locked that up, okay, we're just coming up now and we can see some of the data there that is available around the snapshot report, and we've shown before that you can see just exactly which students are progressing very, very well, or achieving those 100%, the excellence, which ones are perhaps on the weak end of the scale. These are live reports that will break down for you just exactly how the students are going there and what they're doing, so you're able to break down the weak result. Okay, we've got obviously the excellent result branch in there as well, but that's a deeper dive into reports for you. I hope you found that useful, and once again, any support you need, don't hesitate to contact. Bye now.